you know, I think got a little more line there.
I think that's right.
Think that's fair? Do you want to do a deal, Jeff?
Yeah.
All right, let's do a trade. There we go.
What Bleecker Trading is, and what our vision was to become a social club and a community for the hobby.
Yeah.
What the community needed was a hobby shop and an experience that kind of changed the vibe of the hobby.
It's just you, me, and the odds. We stuck together, we two peas in a pod. You dealt a bad hand, I'm there seizing the cards. We'll never be separated till we see it.
All right, so Jonas is wheeling and dealing with me here. He wants to get a trade done for a Luka that I have that I think is worth around $600. So we're going through his case and we're seeing if we can find some value for him to be able to trade me for that Luka card. So let me look at a few things here. All right, so I'll pull a couple out that I kind of like a lot. So I'm gonna pull this one out too, because my son loves those cards. Recent sales on that are around like 51, 57. Okay, what about this one here?
I have like 120 on it.
120? Okay. Yeah, that's kind of a cool one. Do you know what that one's worth? Around 60? All right, so where does that put us at on those ones? So that puts us...
This is 100, 160, and this is like 110, so
like 270, and then this puts us at like 330. Okay, but you want me to go ahead and put that one back? Okay, that's fine. I don't want to make you trade anything you don't want to trade. All right, so let me see if I can find anything on this Luka. One sale of this back in January for $430. So I think his stuff's gone up a little bit since then, but we can go off the last sale. I'm comfortable going off of that.
450 maybe?
I think that's plenty fair. So let's figure out here where we add up.
60, like 60, so that's 120, plus 100, that's 220, 40, so that's 260.
Yep.
Like 80, so
320.
320, and then 100.
Are there any cards in there that you're really not feeling like you would like to trade? Okay, because you're the big Bo Bichette fan. And how much did you have that priced at?
60.
Okay, so let's do this. You keep that one, and then we'll do the trade. Good deal?
Yes.
Awesome. It's good doing business with you. Absolutely. Jonas, congratulations. I think that's a good card.
I don't wanna wake up.
When you come to Bleecker and you're in our living room and you're in our backyard, bring your cards, come meet people. That's what we look at it as. It's just the ultimate trade night on a weekly basis.
Is there something in particular you're interested in trading for? That Trae Young? That's numbered at 25, I think. I think that's about like a $3,500, $4,000 card. That's his RPA. I'm a little overloaded on Trae Young. I love Trae Young, but I got a bunch of his stuff.
I actually have no Trae Young, so I want to pick one.
Okay, cool. It's nice, it's low numbered. A lot of his other RPAs have been selling, although some of these are, yeah, these aren't good. These aren't good comparisons because these have been shill bid. You know, those ones are, I imagine, a little lower end. I'd say I definitely like the Burrow. I definitely like the Jaw. You know, that Burrow's interesting. I like the Luka. I'd say these are kind of interesting ones to me. Probably the more interesting of them. And then maybe that LeBron. I don't know much about that one, but yeah, these ones are interesting to me.
Is there anything in particular that you're
That Burrow and, I mean, really any of these three are the three that I probably am most interested in. If you'd be willing to do, if you just be willing to do that for that straight up, I think it's a fairly fair deal. So at one point they were the same value, and I think they probably have both come down since then. So I mean, I think it's a relatively fair trade if you want to do that. If you didn't want to do that straight up, then I'd be, willing to look at these potentially alternatively. What did you say that one was? We kind of went off of that.
Now, I kind of value a little bit more on the high end though, because it was 1,500. But since this is like a true gem,
Right.
I'd say more closer to like the 2,000 range is what I'm kind of looking for.
Okay. Do you happen to know what that one's at?
This one I think was like last comped at like 400. So
Okay, so not a super valuable card. And how about the Burrow Zebra, or the Franco out of 499? One sold for 200. Something could have been wrong with it, but where do you say that one was?
this one's probably around 400.
Okay. Yeah, the paper's going for about $100. So, I mean, I feel like in terms of value, like this selection here, I think honestly kind of roughly equates to that. Because if you said that was around 400. I know you wanted to get upwards 2K on that, so that's 2,400. That might be a little high given, I don't know that the true gem quite adds that much value, but if we go with 2K for now, so that's 2,400. I'm gonna put like $300 on that card. 2,700, you said that was 31. And then this is all over the map. It's gone for as little as 200 and as much as that one that you found that was like 800. But that's 31 going off your high estimate on this. And then that adds a little more to it. So it's like 30, I'm gonna put this around 4 and say that's like 3,500 worth of value. I'd be willing to swap, like if you wanted to swap like one of these out, maybe I'd be willing to swap it over here. This last sold for $208.
Okay, I think that's right.
So what if we swap those two out? Now I think
that's right.
Now I think we're more in the ballpark. We got rid of the card that you felt was maybe worth a little more, and I think got a little more line there.
I think that's right.
Think that's fair? You want to do a deal, Jeff?
Yeah.
All right, let's do a trade. There we go. We got a trade done. Awesome, Jeff. I appreciate it. Hey, we got a deal done. It's been a pleasure with Jeff here. He came all the way from San Francisco for this trade night. It's awesome having him here and part of the trade night, a part of the sports card investor community here at Bleecker Trading. And hey, we traded a lot of cards. We just made some things happen, which is pretty cool.